100% behind having legacy for Dr. King in Kansas City.
I think if the city elects to change the name back, there'll be a lot of folks, primarily the national press and others, that are going to try to say things about Kansas City that are wholly inaccurate. We're not a perfect place, but we are not a place that I think is racist.
We felt like people just weren't heard. And Diane's gonna cry. I cried. Listen, I cried many a times because it was hard. These people you respect, and you don't expect them to handle things in this manner. They want to do a good thing, but they went about it the wrong way. We've shown what can happen when we all come together in Kansas City on an issue.
Now at 5, Kansas City voters take back the Paseo.
People voted yes to reverse the decision to make it Dr. Martin Luther King Jr Boulevard. Our Kelly Taylor is live along that 10-mile stretch of road. So Kelly, how long will it take to swap out those signs back to the Paseo?
Well, it'll take at least a couple months at least. But if you take the Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard here all the way down to 39th, you'll see that there are still some Paseo signs that were never replaced.
A little over 9 months ago, the city council voted to change the name of the Paseo to honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. After it was put to a citywide vote Tuesday, it'll be renamed back to the Paseo.
We did not go through enough neighborhood meetings. We did not actually get enough collaboration with the community.
Mayor QUINTON was a council member during the time the road was renamed and believes last night's vote is a reflection of the fact that a lot of people had a problem with the process.
You know, anytime you do something against the will of the people usually step up and make their voices heard. So we began to organize right away.
The city spent nearly $60,000 to replace about 189 Paseo signs. They expect to spend $30,000 to $40,000 more to swap out MLK signs. The cost is lower because highway and LED signs were never switched. And they don't have to make Paseo signs because they stored them earlier this year, just as they're planning to do with the MLK signs.
So we're going to hang on to the MLK signs in the event that there's a future corridor that might want to be changed out.
Pastor LARON Thompson took over the Paseo Baptist Church after Pastor Charles Briscoe died, and he's continued his fight to name the Paseo MLK Boulevard.
We did see it come to fruition. Unfortunately, the voters have decided to change it back.
While this issue has taken on national spotlight, Thompson has a message for those watching from the outside.
We are a city that will find a way to come together and make Dr. King's legacy honored here in Kansas City.
Now, Mayor Lucas says going forward, it must be a community-led effort. He says he's asked the Parks Board to be a key part of that process. And the Public Works Department says it could take a couple weeks before they can begin anything because they do have to wait until those votes are certified. But after that, it could take a couple months to replace all the signs as long as weather cooperates. Live in Kansas City, Kelly Taylor, KCTV 5 News.
Kelly,